Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to do my initial impressions video on the Qiaodan Leili 2.0. It's a max cushion trainer from Qiaodan, which is a Chinese brand. Version got quite a bit of press and a lot of people saying it was a great shoe to buy. They've made some upgrades to it that most people are saying are really good. To be perfectly honest, I'm not usually a person that goes for max stack height shoes, and I also usually don't like a real soft shoe, but I decided to give these a try because my favorite two Chinese shoe reviewers, they're both out of Australia. One is run.r, and the other is Qiaodan Leili. Both are saying this is a great shoe, so I decided to give it a try. A lot of shoes that are actually being reviewed from the Chinese market are max stack type shoes. I'm not sure I agree with that trend, but I decided I've got some really long road things coming up. I've got the Race for the Ages. I'll be out there 63 hours off and on, and I've got the 48 hours at Martin House Miler coming up in October. So I am planning to do a lot of that in the Mountico C1, but thought it wouldn't hurt to have another pair of really high cushion shoes. And I also thought these would be probably good for recovery days. So I ordered these, and I've also ordered just another shoe that breaks the mold for me is I ordered those Dynafish shoes that are so popular, but they haven't come in yet. So this Qiaodan Leili 2.0 uses a single layer mesh upper, real breathable, lots of breathing holes in it. They have a black version and a version that has a green midsole, and those actually use a jacquard mesh upper. But being that it's hitting 100 degrees here right now every day, I wanted the most breathable version possible, so I went with these, and I'm quite happy with it. The upper seems like it's going to be pretty durable. It breathes really well. They've got a medium cushioned heel collar. I would say the tongue is medium to light cushion. It's definitely very breathable. It's got lots of mesh throughout it, mesh tongue. It is gusseted, and it has the hole for the laces to go through the middle, so it is staying really well in place. The laces, I would say, are just very standard, but very good laces. Nothing problem with them, other than they are pretty long. But that leaves you plenty of room to put in the runner's knot if you want to. Reinforced eyelet chain, which I think makes that nice and strong and very unlikely to rip out. You've got the extra eyelet for the runner's knot if you prefer. Anyway, I think the upper is very comfortable so far. As fit, I would say these are fairly wide foot. I wouldn't say, they say they're not as wide foot friendly as the Leili 2.0 version, which is really wide foot, but these are fairly wide. I have a mid-width foot. I'm having no trouble at all. There are some people that have a really wide foot. These may not be wide enough, but it is on a very nice wide platform. The heel and the mid-foot lock in well for me. I think that gusseted tongue, it's not a real aggressive gusset because the gusset is pretty far down, so it's still a little, you still got some play up at the top, but it does keep the tongue from moving too much. I think the design looks pretty good, and I'm enjoying the shoe so far. I've only had a few. I've done 2 runs in them. Did 3.4 miles on the treadmill, 3.2 miles outside, and I went for a 3-mile walk in them so far. I've done 2 runs in them. I did 3.4 miles on the treadmill, 3.2 miles outside, and I went for a 3-mile walk in them so far. the specs of the shoe. This has a 44 millimeter stack height in the heel, 37 in the forefoot, so it is the highest max cushion shoe I've ever owned. It uses what they call their Kung Fu Pro midsole. The last version apparently was Kung Fu Pro as well. It was a Piba blend, but apparently this is all Piba. I will say for Piba, a lot of my shoes that I've had recently are Piba, but they are fairly firm Piba. This is the softest, squishiest Piba I have ever seen. It just really squishes in easily. You can squish in the shoe. It's just really soft. Not usually my preference, but it is. As I get it out on the run, it actually is pretty comfortable. You do squish in quite a bit, but they're claiming an 84% rebound because the foam is very bouncy. And I would say it is very bouncy. Even though it squishes in a lot, I don't feel like I'm losing much energy. It was very nice to run in. I'm actually finding that I'm enjoying these more for running because you're landing more on your forefoot, or I land more on my mid to forefoot and roll forward. I'm not sure it would be the greatest for a heel striker. There's a lot of heel there, but when I walk, I just feel more of that squishiness and I feel a little less stable. But when I'm running, I feel good at it. So I think this is going to be a really good long run and recovery day shoe for me. I'm enjoying it. The outsole is they call it QASU. It's really a CPU outsole, and I've heard the Qiaodan CPU outsole is one of the best. It doesn't get full coverage, but it has pretty good placement, and it's reasonably thick where it is. I'm expecting the outsole to last really well. Them not having it full coverage is cutting down on the weight some, and these are remarkably lightweight. Now I went and I found a place that said 11.5. That's the size I normally order, so I ordered it. What actually came in the box was a 12. Not complaining. I guess it's a EU 46, so that's fine. It is a little bit long on me. I would say for most people, you're going to go true to size in these shoes and be happy. But remarkably lightweight for a huge stack height shoe and size 12. I'm getting 260 grams or 9.1 ounces. So if you went and extrapolated that back to a men's size 9 or something, you're probably going to be more like about 8 ounces. So I'm very happy with the weight, and especially at the stack height it is. The bounciness is really good. The softness is pretty incredible. I love it or leave it. I'm still trying to decide if I like that softest shoe or not, but I think it's a very good shoe. And if your preference is for a really soft shoe with some bounce, this is a great option. Now I bought it off of AliExpress. I spent about $80 delivered with taxes and everything. So I thought that was a pretty fair deal, and I'm enjoying it. I've actually watched some videos that say that they think this is a cross between the A6 Super Blast and the A6 Mega Blast, saying it's in between. They're saying it's a little firmer than the Super Blast, but a little softer than the Mega Blast, and probably just a little bit less bouncy than the Mega Blast. But just to give you ideas if you're an A6 user, but I really haven't run in either one of those shoes, to be honest. Anyway, I think it's an interesting shoe. I'm looking forward to getting more miles in it, and we will see what we think once I get over 50 miles. I'll do a full review on it, and I'll do some comparisons to other shoes. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting the thumbs up, the like button. If you're interested in any more of my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. And other than that, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and keep moving.